Hey y'all, Rick, Fearless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers Ice House, Punch Wally Garage, Fearless Services. Good morning. How you doing? All right? Today is Saturday, November the 15th, 2025, year of our Lord, season number 3, episode number 319. The weather in Dallas, Texas today is sunny. I think the low's about 60 and the high's 85. Let's go. In my life, the 365 Project, coming to you almost live from almost downtown Dallas in the powerful CHUMP studio. Today's show is brought to you by Reliable Diamond Tool. That's ready2.com, REDITOO.com. Check them out for concrete and masonry working tools. Also brought to you by Simpson Motorcycle Helmets. If you got a $100 head, you should wear a $100 helmet. But if your head is priceless, like mine, you should wear a Simpson. They are the best. We are a dealer. StrokersDallasMerch.com. Spire, S-P-I-R-E, ConstructionInc.com. They are a full-scale residential general contractor. Anything from your roof to your floor, your heating, your air conditioning. You want to remodel your kitchen, what you got? Need new windows? SpireConstructionInc.com. Tell them I sent you. Maverick Harley-Davidson, Longhorn Harley-Davidson, the official Harley-Davidson dealers for Strokers Dallas and Strokers Ice House. Check those fine folks out. But right now, shut off that news and let's me and you take a nice, long, leisurely stroll down memory lane. Today, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine goes back to 1979. So, an early part of 79, I rented a house. I always, I'd lived in apartments, and I didn't care for them, and I always thought it would be cool to have a house. So in 79, I was 23. Actually, I think I was 22 when I rented the house earlier in 79. I used to think, still do, I'd rather rent a crummy house than rent a fancy apartment. I rented this house at 318 Collins Street in Irving from a lady by the name of Linda Lee Long. Nice lady, had several rent houses. So I rented that house on Collins Street. I wanted a garage. Also wanted a basketball goal. So at the end of my driveway on top of the house, I put a basketball goal. Because growing up, I always had one, and that was kind of a symbol of home, was having a basketball goal. I had a garage. I had my motorcycle parked in there. I had a 79 Trans Am. No, 76 Trans Am back then. 79 now. 76 back then. And I remember before I asked my wife to marry me, my brother was living with me. And it was a long conversation that he and I had, and I said, I think I want to ask Susan to marry me. And, my brother's been my best friend all my life. No, actually, all of his life. I'm 11 months older than him, so we've been best friends all of his life. Me and Ma had it good for 11 months, and then he came along and blowed that deal. I remember sitting out there on that porch. It was hot. We were drinking a beer, and I said, I think I'm going to ask her to marry me. He said, "You sure you want to get into all that right now?" Yeah. And I did, and it's worked out so far so good. But that first house, I still drive by there sometimes. I know the people that live there. Actually, they live next door to there. Something about having a house. Even if it was a rent house, I still loved it. It had the little cutout in the hallway for the telephone to go in it, and it had the heater was built into the wall. You know, it wasn't central heat; it was built into the wall. And then in the living room, it had like a floor heater, so it had the grates. Remember those days? Let's check that. Woo! I dream of you. Got those light brown Chucks on. Yeah, I don't wear these a lot, but I do like them. And they are, one eye down, double knotted for safety. These are, say with me, y'all, these are some handsome Chucks. You want to check the office? Yeah. See what this says? Dear Mom, I get it now. Dear Mom, I do get it now. Remember the things your mom used to tell you and you thought you knew more than she did? Turns out you didn't. What was Grandma Goldie doing 76 years ago today? November 15th, 1949 was a Tuesday. Grandma wrote, Dick went to work this morning. I made some curtains for the boys' room. This evening I went to the club. I'd like to know what club. I'd pay $1 bill to know. Dad joke, I came into this world naked and broke, so I figure the worst I can do is break even. True. Get off the couch, a motivational minute. A successful warrior is an ordinary man with laser focus. I don't got no laser focus. I'm like a goose. I blink and clear like some of my buddies. Well, that part's not true, but I'm kind of ADD. I bounce around and get started on one thing and leads to another, and but when you get on something, it's best to finish it if it's worth doing. You know the rest of this. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing right. All right, today is Saturday, so we got live music today in the Toyota of Irving stage. And we will have karaoke DJ in the Ice House tonight. Should be a good day. It's unseasonably warm at 85 degrees. We'll take it. I think next week it's going to cool down in the 60s, but we got this warm weather for a few more days. Check out my bikes for sale. Maybe you need a bike for Christmas. StrokersDallasMerch.com. I want to say thanks to Steve Profit. He's one of my customers from down by Houston Way. He came up yesterday and saw me and bought one of these. You need one. These are cool. They work extremely well. StrokersDallasMerch.com. I'm expecting you to get one. We're keeping track. Me and Biggin. Wouldn't kill you to give somebody one for Christmas or one for yourself and enjoy it. All right, listen, I got to go. We can talk all day, but it's Saturday. I got Saturday things to do. But remember, there ain't no place like this place. So long for now. Love you, Alice. Bye, y'all.